Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Combined Arms. Been kind of a while, sorry about that. Work has been fairly exhausting and left me in a state of lethargy. I've had a lot of other things to do outside of work that have kind of taken priority over recording. So just sort of combination of boring life factors that I won't get into any more detail about have kept me from doing new recordings for a while. As I've mentioned in previous videos, if you see the fact that a lot of other recordings have still, or a lot of other videos have still been going up and wondering what on earth I'm talking about, it is because I recorded a whole lot of stuff weeks and months ago when I just sort of went on a big video game playing spree and just preset those many videos to auto-upload for months to come. So that's what you're seeing when you see all the other stuff that's uploading right now. I haven't recorded anything new in weeks, over a month now, I think. Roughly about that. And honestly, I'm still kind of exhausted and lethargic from work, but I do have a bit of time this evening for doing some recording. So I decided to give it a shot. So here we are. That's enough talking about all that. It's time for some more Combined Arms. We have finished the first 3 chapters. I really like this background, by the way. It does change as we go through the versions. I'm currently on 0.91 dev test 37, I think that says. White on white is a little hard to read. Alright, so let's move on. Chapter 4 is the screen. So I had been wondering in a previous chapter, depending on whether GDI or Scrin was the last chapter, would kind of determine what were the chances of whether this mod was going to have a quote-unquote good or bad ending. The fact that GDI is the last faction, I guess, makes it more likely we're going to get a good ending, but that's still 10 episodes to go. So I guess just one other quick note. I have mentioned or explained in previous episodes that I haven't played Tiberium Wars nearly as much as Tiberian Dawn and Tiberian Sun. I basically played it through. I played through the campaign, and I played through Kane's Wrath when those first came out. And then sort of never played it again. I did try to play through the campaign again a few years ago and just couldn't quite get into it for reasons I'm not even entirely sure why, but I haven't played it nearly as much as the other games, and I never played as the Scrin at all. I only ever played as GDI and Nod. The reason I'm explaining that is I'm not going to know what the hell I'm doing with the Scrim. Only to the extent that, you know, at a fundamental level, they're going to be similar to the other factions, but in terms of the exact capabilities of their units and their buildings and such, I wouldn't have even know vanilla, and combine that with whatever alterations Combined Arms has made to the faction, I'm not really going to know what I'm doing. So, combined with the fact that this is a fairly difficult mod, I expect a disaster in terms of my ability to play these missions well. So this is probably going to be a real comedy of errors. Let's hope that we can funnel that into something entertaining. All right, let's read. We have yet to reestablish communication with the homeworld, so we must maximize preservation of our remaining forces here. To that end, the supervisor seeks to make changes to the operational command structure. You have been identified as having potential and must now demonstrate your command effectiveness. Oh boy, I think that your guys' procedure for demonstrating commanders with potential may be a little flawed if I came up as a candidate, at least for the Scrin. An area rich in blue ichor has been identified, which is currently controlled by the indigenous faction led by the one known as Kane. Using the outpost we have established, take control of all blue ichor fields and begin harvesting operations at each of them. Human harvesting operations must be removed. The supervisor is coordinating the allocation of all planetary forces and will provide reinforcements congruent to your degree of success. The surplus ichor you harvest will be diverted to the central repository. Alright, let's do it. Now I did make an abortive attempt to do this mission a couple of weeks ago and record it, but I was just so tired and rushed. I felt I just wasn't able to do a good job with the recording at all, so I basically just gave up and decided to wait for another day. That other day is now. I didn't really do well at this mission. We'll see if I do better this time. So something that's interesting about this mission is if you remember that nod mission where screen reinforcements were kind of warped in around the map. And so you wanted to have a speedy squad to go and destroy the wormholes before the reinforcements got in. This is almost sort of the inverse of that, where what if we're playing a mission like that except we're the scrin instead of their enemies? So we're going to get reinforcements periodically. We have no unit production. Even though we've got this big-ass base, it doesn't have any unit production here. So we're dependent on the reinforcements that command decides to send us. Now, to me, it seems pretty backwards to only send reinforcements if your troops in the field are doing well. It's kind of when they're doing poorly that they most need the reinforcements. So from a logic perspective, this supervisor of ours seems like a bit of an idiot. However, from a gameplay perspective of just trying to make an interesting mission setup, it's an interesting idea, so we'll let that go. Let's lead the way with infantry, who should be more resistant to turret fire. Okay, so we run into infantry, great. But the idea is we need to try to simultaneously defend our base, which right now I'm not leaving any defenders behind, so I'm just kind of hoping that my defensive structures take care of that for me. And take over the... That's very obnoxious, because that's an anti-air structure. Screw it, let's just sell it. There. Go near the storm column and get wrecked, POS. They interrupted me while I was trying to explain. We need to clear out the nod forces around each of these fields, these Tiberium fields, the Ichor fields, as the Scrin call them. I will continue to call it Tiberium. Ichor is a dumb name. Okay, you're going to get shot down by the stealth tanks, so please don't just fly over them. Okay, well, thanks. That was a helpful reinforcement. But it's not enough to just clear out the Noddies around these fields. We also need to set up Tiberium refineries at each of them, which is what this colony platform is for. This is our MCV equivalent. You know how I kind of complained before that my beef with the Scrin... If you don't remember, I said I don't especially care for the Scrin in terms of how they were presented in the story. And that my main beef with them is just kind of that they're not alien enough. And that they're just sort of the stereotypical hostile alien invaders. The fact that they're so interchangeable with other factions in terms of their unit capabilities and such sort of reinforces that, although it sort of has to be that way for balance purposes. By the way, I'm not complaining about the mod for this. This complaint is just for the Scrin fundamentally, the way they've always been portrayed. But I mean, like, they have their tank-like units, they have their infantry, they have their base defenses, they have an MCV, they have power plants, which is what these weird tooth mouth things are. And again, it has to be that way for game balance purposes. But in terms of making them seem alien, it kind of fails. And you'd think they'd be so much more advanced than humanity that their technology really ought to be, I don't know, much, much more powerful. But anyway, I won't spend the whole Scrin chapter complaining about that, because that would get old. I've shared my feelings about the Scrin. Okay, so we have now occupied 2 of 6 fields because we eliminated the Noddies and we set up our own refinery. Now, the enemy may well attack that position, but I kind of feel like I can't afford to leave many defenders there. Because, I'm kind of going to need just about everything I can field in order to reliably clear out the nod positions. So one of our superpowers is called the Storm Spike. It creates a temporary storm column defensive structure at the target location. So it's almost like if you're crawling with base defenses, you know, and you put an obelisk or a storm column up in somebody's grill because you just crawled up with your structures. It's like that, except you could get to just plonk it down wherever you want. So that's an interesting superpower to have. I'm kind of going to rely on that to put an ad hoc defense here if it gets attacked. Probably wouldn't be adequate if it was a serious attack, but it's better than nothing. So the Gunwalkers are strong versus infantry and light armor, but they're weak versus heavy armor. I'm really going to need to acquaint myself with... well, that didn't take long. I'm going to need to acquaint myself with screen capabilities. Right now, like, I recognize the Corruptors, and they're really easy to tell apart because they've got their giant green butts, or thorax, or whatever. And they're super anti-infantry because they spew that corrosive poison stuff. The things that look like the Covenant tanks from Halo are interlopers, and they're both APCs, and they're strong versus vehicles. So I'm going to try to remember that. And then the Gunwalkers, which are the bug-looking guys, are anti-vehicle but not good against infantry according to... Or no, I'm sorry, they're good against light armor. And infantry. They're good against light... Nope, I selected a Corruptor. Infantry and light armor, that's what the Gunwalkers are good against. You see how I'm trying to internalize this. The Halo Covenant things, the things with the green at the end of them, and the bugs is how I'm distinguishing them so far. Another way that these guys remind me of the Covenant in Halo is the fact that their forces seem to be composed of multiple different species of alien creatures. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know much about the lore regarding the Skrin. I don't know if it was actually intended that they're actually composed of multiple different alien species and they're like an alliance or coalition thereof. Or if they actually are just a single alien race and the reason there's all these different ones is that they've mutated other creatures from their homeworld to use as weapons. Like, I don't really know. I don't know what the Skrin's deal is. Anybody who knows more about the Skrin and their lore, feel free to post a comment. I'll read it. I'll be interested. I also could just look it up on a wiki or something as well, of course. At least early on, our defenses seem fairly adequate for dealing with the attacks on our base. Good, good. This seems to be going okay. Well timed there. It's going so well, I'm going to make a scum save. I will scum save like a Bizatch while I'm playing as the Skrin. Because as I said, this is going to probably be my weakest play of the whole Combined Arms playthrough, due to my generalized lack of familiarity with this faction. Alright, so now that we've liberated this field from the Naughties, we're going to need to build a refinery. This is certainly going better than it did when I recorded a while ago. But as I said, my previous recording that no one will ever see because it's long been deleted, I was very tired, I was rushed, I felt in a hurry. Combine that with the other issues, and it's no surprise that it was not going particularly well. Yeah, so far, like I said, the fact that this is sort of the inverse of that one nod mission where you kind of get the reinforcements as you go is the sort of most interesting thing about this mission. It's an interesting concept. Got some appropriate Tiberian Sun music playing now. Certainly makes it feel more alien. We've got Tiberian Sun music playing. Okay, that should be 3 of 6 fields occupied, but it's not. Which makes me think that I missed some noddies. Perhaps. Oh, now it says 3 of 6 fields occupied. Maybe I just needed to wait for the harvester to get in there. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, you just kind of try to hold out until the storm column's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make another scum save. Now, one thing that will curtail my scum saving a bit is the fact that the load times are terrible. As we've discussed, again, that's not the mod's fault. That's OpenRA. But it will prevent too many scum saving shenanigans, or save scumming, I mean. Okay, now let's take this joker down. Get out of here, punk. This other power that we've got charging up is the resource scan, which reveals the area surrounding all resources on the map, which is a really interesting idea. Why do I hear more firing? What the heck? How'd they get there? Okay, well, we can't afford to lose all of that. Because if we do, it'll say that field isn't occupied anymore. It will no longer count as occupied. You know what? I don't think I really need this money. You just chill out here so you don't get killed. Because I can't build any defenses. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it makes it much harder to guard the Tiberium fields you seize. I mean, luckily they don't seem to come under real heavy attack, but... I do feel quite hamstrung by this supervisor, as he's called. Okay, this is quite problematic, because that artillery will outrange my base defenses. You know what? I need to pull back. I need to pull back and defend my base. It's going to get destroyed. Because I can't do anything about this artillery. Well, that's irritating. And there's that stealth tank. Okay, guys, put a stop to this. And kill the stealth tank. That thing's obnoxious. Is it dead? Did they kill it already? I wonder where the voice for the Scrin Eva, I don't know what it's actually called, I'm going to call it the Scrin Eva. Lost control of an Icor field, probably this one, because my harvester is pretty far away from it. Wonder where that voice came from. I don't think the Combined Arms guys made it, though I could be wrong. Maybe they did. Got a friend to, or I mean, it could even be an AI, computer-generated voice, I don't know. Or if it came from a game. I do not know. It makes me think a little bit of the Dune 2... Oh, okay. Well, we lost that position. I'm going to say I don't really agree with the mission design decision to not let me build base defenses. I get not having other production structures, you know, to sort of force me to rely on the reinforcements. Not letting me properly defend my refinery positions with base defenses just feels needlessly punishing. And from a narrative point of view, it just makes no sense whatsoever. The supervisor is just hamstringing the hell out of me. It's like he's Seth, just trying to set me up for failure. I may have to just leave some forces behind to guard. Which is unfortunate, because I would rather have them on attack, but... I can't really defend my rear. Did I lose that harvester? It looks like I did. I'm gonna have to build next to refinery just to get a harvester out of it, since I have nothing that can produce harvesters either. Hey, get out of here, bastard. No one likes you. Alright. Well, let's give it a shot. If all of your forces get wiped out, you sort of get stalled out, not being able to do anything until you get more reinforcements. And honestly, at that point, I think it's mission failed. Because additional reinforcements will trickle in so slowly, I don't think you can really get anything done. So if at any point you lose all your forces in this mission, I think it's basically a mission failed situation, and you might as well just restart. Let's reveal. Guys, go get the turret, please. Is nobody fighting back? I mean, when somebody shoots you, fight back, please. Get the laser turret. Man, my guys are just dividing their forces and attacking SAM sites when they Why is this not dying? Kill it, please. Okay. Yeah, this isn't going great. I'm not microing at all. I don't really micro much at the best of times, and with the scrin, I'm gonna be even worse at it. This mission like this hurts me badly because my preferred method of just overwhelming the enemy with massive production is not an option. And just building a giant death blob, it just doesn't work in a mission like this. Also, I am really having to divide my attention, and it's not going great. Okay, so what's happening here? Okay, now I need to devote my attention. Guys, why attack the SAM site when you're getting killed by an obelisk? Now, pull back a little so you don't all destroy yourselves. You need to harvest from here. Okay, we're losing everything. Okay, good. Going great. As I said, if I were designing this mission, I would probably let the player build base defenses. Not being able to build them just feels super punishing and restrictive. But I do get why I'm not allowed to build other, like, mobile forces, because that would just defeat the whole purpose of the mission design. Oh my god, there's another obelisk. I may have chosen poorly with this target. There may be a softer target that won't kill all my stuff because they'll have multiple freaking obelisks defending it. I think that's a reload. That seems... This is quickly becoming what looks like a position I can't recover from. Fortunately, the load time is not yet at the point where it's excruciating, unless I'm reloading a ton. Which I don't plan to be. We will see. It's getting a little chilly. Yes, this late in the year it's chilly. I live very far north. I wonder if I turn on my little personal heater if it will sound too annoying in the mic. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's not attack the southeast then. That seems like a pretty hardened position. Let's go up and destroy that buggy. There, and let's defend this position. I can't repair the summoned storm column. Oh, that's fine. I think. Okay. Let's see if the northeast maybe is not as well defended as the southeast, which the multiple obelisks kind of ripped my forces to shreds. Looks like we intercepted a not attack force. All right. Bigfoot. Bigfoot just doesn't feel appropriate while playing as the Scrin, does it? Let's do everything we can to make this actually feel like a more alien experience. How would the Combined Arms remix of Creeping Upon sound? I think this is pretty good. Should probably wait for my Death Blob to sort of coalesce so it's not all strung out when I go to attack. All right, that's the souped up flame tank. Get him, boys. Oh, that's a Banshee. I think it'll just run out of ammo. Not much I can do about it right now. Oh, well, those reinforcements came in at an unfortunate point, it looks like. I think they're all going to die to these flame tanks. Pull back to the base. Alright, hopefully there's not a bunch of obelisks defending this position. You know how I feel about jerks parachuting out of their planes. Get wrecked. Okay. I think I'm just going to ignore that for now. Grit my teeth about not being able to build any base defenses. Jeez, I'm probably going to lose it. Wait, hang on. I have defenders, I think. Yeah, you guys go take care of this. You can be the rear guard. I'm just going to count on them to handle it. It's a bad idea for me to count on my guys to handle anything without my direct supervision, but I kind of don't have a choice right now. Because I have to command my attack force. Now, as for my infantry, the basic warriors are my rifle soldiers, essentially. And these other guys, the disintegrators, anti-tank, and it very clearly looks like they have bazookas, so they're pretty easy to tell apart. Resource scan ready. More reinforcements have arrived. That's good, that's good. Oh, is it just a air unit that's going to get shot down by... Yes, that's exactly what it was. Oh, I'm getting reinforcements in the middle of this Tiberium field. Excellent. And wrecked. Okay, those guys seem to have taken care of the annoying tank. Alright. Time to occupy another field. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, good. Shoot him down. Get out of here. Almost blew up my refinery by crashing into it. More Red Alert music. I like Red Alert music just fine, but it's just about the least Scrin music ever. Let's go with some Tiberian Sun music. Yeah, starting with approach. And let's turn shuffle off for now. So it just goes through a whole bunch of Tiberian Sun music. That's many kinds of unfortunate. May just lose that. Oh no, I have a storm column ready. Excuse you. Very rude, sir. Get out. Okay, where'd my... There it is. I'm probably going to want to escort this. Oh god, multiple flame tanks. That's no... Okay, I lost all my infantries. I know, it's infantry. I said infantries on purpose to be silly. But yeah, that flame tank did a number on them. As they do. Stealth tank coming up behind me. Get wrecked, you. Not much left of my attack force now. Hopefully... Okay. Where are those reinforcements? Here. Okay. Whether I want them on offense or defense is an open question. I feel like offense... This tiny little defensive force is actually doing a pretty good job. So at least it doesn't seem like you need a ton of defenders to try to secure your positions. So there's that small mercy at least. Kind of seems like, looking at my volume levels in my recording software, the game audio is pretty quiet. It seems like I can probably turn it up a bit. Alright, let's try that. It's been weeks since I recorded anything, so stuff like getting my volume levels back to a reasonable point is gonna take a video or two, I think. Should be... Wait, I lost control of a field. Which one? I probably lost the harvester there. Well, build new refinery to get the harvester back. Oh. Oh, I could lose control of this field too. No, get the stealth tank. Well, so much for that tiny defense force being adequate. Should probably attack, right? Let's try a new scum save. I don't know if I've done well enough to make this a viable... There I go again. I don't know if I've done well enough to make this a viable position to play from, but we'll try it. Oh, right. You, my friend, have a long journey. Okay. Let's hope that this position is the one we want to hit next, and then the southeast should sort of be the final position. I'm hoping the one with multiple obelisks is the best defended. Because if it's not, then things look grim. Our base is under attack, you say? Okay. Storm column won't be ready for a while. Is that an obelisk tearing me apart from the north? My attacking force has been obliterated, hasn't it? It looks pretty obliterated. Okay, well that was a quick failure. Let's just confirm. Oops, I didn't mean to hit load. I meant to hit cancel, but my brain and my hands were not in alignment. Oof. What I was going to do is just take the couple survivors and run them north to confirm it was an obelisk taking me out, but I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, so that seemed wrong. Maybe I should hit southeast next? I don't know if the forces I have left are adequate. I might have taken too many casualties. kind of amazed that my mic doesn't really pick up my little personal heater. It seems to do a pretty good job of correctly identifying it as background noise. All right, don't go that way. I don't know if this position is going to last. It seems like it's probably going to come under pretty heavy attack, given that it's quite close to the enemy positions. But seems like southeast is maybe what I want to hit next. And I kind of want to pull back just to defend, because I'm about to get attacked, right? Pretty sure. Oh, this is, what was this track again? Voice Rhythm 2. This is a Red Alert one, but this one actually works for the screen. I love this track.
Our base is under attack.
It's so atmospheric.
Repairing.
I think I'll just have my colony ship chill out there. Oh, well, they're dead.
Our base is under attack.
Supervisor, why won't you let me build base defenses, you bastard? Set me up for failure.
Structure sold.
Yeah, whatever. We'll take it back later, I guess. Yeah, I noticed. Thanks.
Unit lost.
Okay, God, this does not feel like enough of a force to take the southeast either with its 2 obelisks. Oh, especially if we run into flame tanks that kill everybody. I hear shooting. Yep. Oh, I'm about to lose that.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
I'll be honest, this mission's feeling frustrating to play. I think the fact that I can't properly defend the positions I capture is by far the worst offender for making it feel frustrating.
Unit lost.
Whatever, just who even cares?
Structure sold. Our base is under attack. Select target.
I got like nothing left. It all got destroyed just breaching to this position. Maybe I shouldn't have gone around in this sort of horseshoe pattern. Maybe I should have just tried to go straight south, skirting around this position. Maybe that would have worked better. I don't know, maybe my forces just aren't even enough. I might have taken too many casualties.
Unit lost.
Oh god, what a disaster. Alright, we'll try again. This time, instead of the big horseshoe, we'll try a smaller horseshoe. So what's going on in the markets today? I don't understand why markets keep going up when the economic outlook is so bleak, but no one ever accused the markets of being rational. My portfolio hasn't minded it. The irrational rally so far this year. It's tough times to invest in. Challenging macroeconomic environment. I know, why did this suddenly become a financial channel? Well, because I'm browsing a little bit while I wait for my saved game to load. Ah, it's done. That said, S&P 500 basically just grinded sideways today. It's kind of been grinding sideways a bit
Construction
over the last week or so. Alright, what was I doing? I think I was
base is under attack.
going to send this guy down here because I lost this harvester.
Repairing.
Oh god, kill him. Game audio still seems like I could make it a little louder. I don't want to overdo it and have the game audio start overpowering my voice, but
Our base is under attack.
oh, fine, go deal with it.
Repair unit lost.
Where'd I lose a unit? Who even knows? Alright, you little annoying scum. Oh, did I lose the harvester that I was sending to this field? Oh, there he is. I don't know what unit I lost. Alright, let's try skirting around this. Try taking this position next.
Is under attack. Repairing.
And hope that they send enough reinforcements to make up for the major losses I'm going to incur on this assault.
Unit lost.
Do I hear a banshee? Oh, I lost that position. Grrr. So, part of the reason this feels frustrating is I am very punished if I leave much in the way of forces back to defend. Because the enemy positions are sufficiently well defended. Good job, idiots. The enemy positions are sufficiently well defended, you kind of just want to take everything you got. Leaving defenders behind, you really handicap yourself trying to take these nod positions. Oh my god, look at all this. So, taking this route wasn't really much better, was it? This isn't going to take anything. It's not going to take a damn thing. Oh god, this is getting wrecked. You know what? I'm going to do something I ordinarily never do. Because normally I have too much pride to do this. But I think this will be a useful test. To save my sanity, because I was starting to get a little frustrated there. Let's try easy mode. Let's see how much easier easy mode really is. If you've got somebody who's crap with the screen, due to just not really ever playing as them, and is just sort of an average player to begin with and not one of these 1v1 super players, does easy mode feel easy enough? Let's find out.
Establishing battlefield control.
Let's see how much easier this really is. Alright, I love airstrike normally. But, again, it's not really screen music. So, you know what I think will work for the screen, though, is the covert ops tracks. And those will bleed straight into the Tiberian Sun tracks. So I think if I just put it there with shuffle off, we're going to have a solid hour or two of good screen music playing. So let's see what the differences are in easy mode. What is this thing? Devourer. Alright, so this thing that looks like a World War II era tank destroyer, kind of, except purple, is strong versus heavy armor, light armor, and defenses. So that's for punching through the heavy enemy forces. I continue to try to get to the point where I can just quickly have a rapid visual identification of my different screen units and their capabilities. I'm trying. I'm making an effort. Let's head back this way, see if there's stuff on eastern side to clear out. Oh, we got an artillery shelling us. Find him and kill him. There's a lot of stuff in front of it, apparently. Where is that Huh. Okay. Oh, more duders. Alright, and now we clear out the stealth tanks from the Tiberium field. So are these guys immune to Tiberium? I don't know. I mean, they're Scrin, I would assume so. But not actually sure. Ah, good grief.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe the idea is that if I've already destroyed the stealth tank so he doesn't get shot down immediately, that this guy's patrolling of the Tiberium field helps defend it? Maybe. I don't know if he has limited ammo. Looks like he does, because he's got the little pips. Do I have anything he can reload at? Because his usefulness is going to be very limited if not. I'm not really getting the land icon on any of these. So far, I'm not noticing a big difference in easy mode, except maybe I'm getting more reinforcements. But I'm not even sure of that. We'll see. Alright, well, while we're securing that position, let's go get the southwest next. Or, not securing. The position is secured. While we're occupying it with a refinery. That's what I meant. Oh, they call it azure instead of blue. How fancy.
Construction complete.
Oh, and I just noticed even on the screen it's still called Tiberium. I'm guessing that you can't change the tooltips to be faction specific. Alright, let's seize the southwest next. Hang on a sec. I think I might have mentioned before, I have this really weird trait where if I talk a lot, sometimes it makes my nose stuffy. It's truly bizarre. But anyway, I'm going to mute myself real quick while I take care of that. Alright, let us resume. There was one time where I accidentally muted the wrong audio feed. I think I muted the game audio instead of my mic, and people got an earful of nose being blown. Oops. Try to make that the only time I ever make that mistake. That was quite a lot of videos ago. I should probably try to divide up my guys into like an anti-armor squad and an anti-infantry squad. That would probably be smart. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but I'll acknowledge that it would probably be smart. Okay, take out the thing that can actually fight back. Don't get squished. Oh boy, flame tank, that is the highest priority. Okay, good. Good job, lads. I could have maybe put down a storm column to help with the assault. I think it's a little late now. I think we pretty much took care of it. So easy mode is... Okay, I was about to say is feeling easier because it feels like my positions are coming under as heavy assault. And then I immediately... I immediately lose one of my positions. Is that instant karma? Or instant jinx? Like, I hadn't even gotten the sentence out and that happened. One thing with the scrin is it can be exceptionally tricky for your guys to not destroy themselves and each other. Especially these corruptors. If they have a bunch of spray in the air and you have some guys wander into the spray, oh yeah, it's bad. Thank you kindly. I think I want to hit the northwest next. Okay. Good. Plenty of reinforcements. Feels like a good point for a scum save. This is some good March of the Scrin kind of music, I think. So, it's hard to tell exactly, but I think easier mode is proving easier so far. That's good.
Construction complete.
Whew, especially when it's still the case that... Yeah, I do have a nice free evening now. That's why I'm getting in some recording, but work is still, well, kind of kicking my ass. So it's nice to have a slightly more relaxed difficulty level instead of just something else adding to my stress. That's typically how I play video games in my adulthood, is as a form of relaxation. Not quite like when I was a kid, when I was a little more up for extreme challenges. Just relax and have fun after another crappy day of being useful to society and therefore keeping a roof over your head and food on your table. Still like the destroyed civilian building graphics. And you see, they try to kill each other like that. Gotta micro a bit just to not have your corruptors blow up a bunch of your own units. Airborne unit lost. Where is this occurring? Here? So this position's probably about to be attacked. Oh, great. I take my eyes off you guys for 2 seconds and you're all getting obliterated. So, sure enough. Are you guys going to hold out against the storm column? Or, I mean, until the storm column is ready? No. That would be a hard no. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. No, there's some pathing failure.
Is under attack. Unit lost.
Where? What's happening? Where is it occurring? Everything here is already dead, so... Ah.
Repairing. Unit lost.
Now where? What is even happening? Somebody gets sniped off by this turret?
Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Oh, right, that thing, which is positioned so it's basically undefendable.
Repairing.
Good. I'm gonna have them stay back here for the time being. Okay, I'd rather not have my colony ship get destroyed. Thank you very much. Ugh, there was some friendly fire.
Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
Yeah, well, I've got other stuff I'm dealing with. Scrin Eva. No! Oh, no! Okay, well, that's a mission failed. I meant to hit repair, and I hit the hotkey for sell. Oh. Ugh. That's sheer dumbassery on my part, but maybe make the colony ship unsellable just so if someone accidentally hits the wrong hotkey, they don't do that. I have no one to blame but myself for that stupidity, but... Ugh. Okay, easy mode even is picking up for sure. God, I wish I could build base defenses. The supervisor is a complete freaking dumbass, and I should replace him immediately. He has everything backwards. He doesn't let me build base defenses. He only gives me reinforcements when I don't need them. What a moron. How did this joker even get his job? There's all kinds of jokes I could make about that I think I will refrain for now. Okay, so we lost this position, right? I think... Oh, right. Yes, we did lose it, and I was just rebuilding. And then we lost it again. No, it was this one down here that we lost. That's right.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, okay. Or this could immediately come under attack as well. My screen forces don't feel very fast. They all feel pretty sluggish, which makes rapid reactions to enemy attacks challenging as well. Let's try now selling that this time. That was so stupid. I went to repair it and I hit Z a lot more often than I hit C, or I don't know. No, I don't think that's true. I think I hit C more often, so why my finger went to Z, God only knows. I got nothing. I have no explanation for that one. This is not really going all that differently from the attempt I made a couple weeks ago, except I have more time this time, so even though I've spent an hour derping around and failing, I've got the whole evening left to continue derping around and failing, so I don't feel rushed at least. There's that. Oh, pathing failure. Come on, guys. It's just a little choke point.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, okay. Alright, and I'm going to lose this again. Alright, this time I do want to sell that, because I'm going to lose it anyway, so whatever. So given the timing of that, I wonder if those reinforcements are based on how many kills I get or something. Alright, let's fully secure this field and then bring in the colony ship. Speaking of Halo, I know that they made a Halo RTS at some point. Never played it. I didn't think it looked especially compelling. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's amazing, but it didn't look like it was spectacular or anything. I really liked the first two Halo games. And there was another one, I don't remember what it was called, it was sort of a spin-off about a drop team. That was kind of fun. After the first two games, though, I didn't like the others as much. It's just the fact that these Skrin really remind me of the Covenant is what makes me think of Halo. Yeah, the first two games were pretty good. Maybe I could even do an LP of the very first game sometime. It had a pretty fun campaign. Okay. Secure? Secure. Haven't lost that. You guys get to be escorts. We'll recapture this at some point. I know one of these is an escort. Attack. Great. Okay, I think that's fine. Now, if you don't mind, I was looking for the escort button. Force attack. Guard. There we go. There you go. See, the problem with escort commands, though, is they trail behind, which really isn't what you want. You kind of want them ahead of... Well, yeah, for exactly this reason. Otherwise, it's just going to stumble into the enemies. So the escort command actually isn't very useful. Ah, more reinforcements. You guys can be more rear defense. Do I even want any rear defense if I'm about to take the eastern enemy positions, though, which are definitely the toughest? I don't know. I think this is a throw the kitchen sink at them kind of situation, so never mind. You guys are coming up to help with the offensive. Let's try to remember we have a storm spike ready. The storm column. Yeah, storm spike is what the power is called. Try to actually remember we have that and plonk it down at an appropriate time.
Construction complete.
Alright, is this worth a scum save? I think so. It's going okay. While I love this keyboard, I do sometimes question if I should switch to a quieter one for recording. I'm afraid the clicking is probably really loud. I don't know if you have a strong opinion about that. Leave feedback in the comments, I suppose. You have strong feelings about it one way or the other? I hear gunfire. These guys, get them. Yeah, this keyboard's amazing, but it is loud, as amazing keyboards usually are. And I do have quieter ones that are much crappier, but for recording purposes, they might be a lot better because I wouldn't hear them very much. This is a pretty sweet keyboard, though. It's got a real wood paneling. And the keys are circular, so they have kind of a retro... Between the wood paneling and the circular keys, it has almost sort of a retro steampunk typewriter kind of look. And it's also just extremely high quality, so it's a pretty badass keyboard, I have to say. It's a real pleasure to use. I'm sure you're all thrilled to hear about my keyboard. I'm sure you'll care very much. Good grief, this is... Why am I attacking this? This is terrible. This is a horrendous mistake. Okay, well, stumbled into a you lose portion of the map. Let's not go there again. Let's not go there again. Understood. NASDAQ also grinded sideways today. I care more about the S&P 500 myself. I'm not so into the big tech stocks. I know they're very popular. I think they're insanely overvalued. I don't think that the piling into them is very rational. I also think most of the big tech companies are basically pure evil, so there's that too. But that's another story altogether. And then, of course, there's the Dow, which is kind of a weird index because it's only like 40 companies or something. It just feels a little odd compared to the others. Dow was just a tiny bit up today, but basically it also just grinded sideways. Oh, there we go. That's what you get now with the long load times, is you get market commentary. Aren't you thrilled? I bet you are. Dr. J's financial channel. Why do I keep going to settings? It's music that I want to go to. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the Tiberian Sun. Tracks. Okay, don't go there. That's a bad idea. Oh, I hear flames. Where? Where is this occurring? Okay, no idea.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, here it is. Right, that happened last time. Okay. So, stay away from that. Oh, right, and this guy again. Let's just send a corruptor to deal with him and his little friend.
Our base is under attack. Repairing.
Okay, he's dead. Storm Column will take care of him. Oh, is that a cyborg commando? That's multiple cyborg commandos and an obelisk. Maybe the southeast really is an easier take than the center east. That wasn't immediately obvious to me because the southeast also has... I'm just going to lose all my infantry to that damn thing. The southeast also has obelisks, but it doesn't have all this crap. I lost everything. Okay, understood. Take the southeast next. Got it, got it. Now, Bitcoin, after grinding sideways for a long time, is suddenly having a little bit of a breakout moment that if it holds above 30,000 for a good solid week, that could be a technical signal for a major bull run. So I've been easing into Bitcoin a little bit on the possibility that it might go on a bit of a tear. Now, I'm not really a Bitcoin bro. I don't really believe in a lot of the premises of what supposedly makes Bitcoin so great. I won't get into all the details about that, but I am just kind of coasting on other people's enthusiasm for Bitcoin, a bit of a momentum trade. If I can make some money off other people's enthusiasm for it, then great. Now, granted, that's kind of a casino play, given the volatility. But if you get lucky and time your entry and exit right, that's an area where you can make a fairly nice profit. And the technicals are looking fairly favorable for that at the moment. Now market commentary over. Load complete. All right, fine. Southeast it is then. This center east will be the last take.
Our base is under attack.
Do this again.
Unit lost.
Whatever they're fighting... Oh, it's a tank. That's why it's tearing my corruptors to shreds. Unfortunate.
Our base is under attack.
Oh, there's that artillery. I forgot about you. No, guys, don't worry about the frickin' SAM site when artillery's shelling you. Jeez.
Reinforcements have arrived. Our units are under attack.
Okay. Well, hopefully these guys can go deal with that. You know, at first, easy mode did feel like it was quite a bit easier. It's feeling a bit less so here at the later part of the mission. It's not really feeling materially different from normal mode at the moment.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Our base is under attack.
No, it's not feeling particularly different at all. I'm getting hit everywhere. Which is exactly the same... Okay, I lost this. Which is exactly the same problem that I was having in normal mode that started to make it feel pretty frustrating, combined with my inability to build any defenses. Same thing's happening.
Our base is under attack.
Whatever.
Structure sold. Repairing.
Let's not sell it this time.
Building.
You guys defend it. Actually, no, don't do that. I'm sure that's defended as well. I'll take pointless casualties going over it. try approaching from here. See if they can get anything done. Wow, my colony ship's pretty messed up. Man, dividing my attention like this is not conducive to things going well, considering my guys always fail horribly if I'm not babysitting them. Now, where is this happening? Here? Looks like it was handled. I think so. I should maybe zoom out more, but since I play the game windowed, because it won't record right otherwise, the more zoomed out I am, the harder it is to see what the heck is going on. Oh boy. Okay, get the flame tanks. Wow, did I just lose like 3 vehicles at once? That's insane. I didn't think the flame tank splash damage was that severe. My attack force is basically destroyed. It's just infantry left. Well, at least infantry are a good thing for fighting obelisks. Okay, I just lost like 7 guys at once. I think I'm getting hit by an SSM launcher. Okay, yeah. Attack failed. Oh boy. Easy mode isn't really feeling much easier. I gotta be honest about that as some feedback. Yeah, this attack was a complete failure. It's wiped out. Yep. Okay, so my attempt to take this was a miserable failure because it was very well defended. I just lost everything attacking this. I mean, I was losing, like, I lost 3 vehicles to 1 flame tank explosion, and then the SSM launcher just eliminated my infantry, just deleted them. All my positions are still getting attacked. I still can't build defenses to hold them. Whew, I hate to say it, but I'm not really feeling this mission. It's pretty frustrating to play. If I could build defenses so I could properly defend my positions, that would help a lot. I know that would make the mission, I don't know, maybe easier than you want it to be. But it is a source of frustration for sure. I think I'm done with this one for now. Because I'm now kind of at the point where I'm mostly just feeling frustrated trying to continue playing it. And when that's still solidly the case even on easy, I'm feeling kind of done with this one. So, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say my feedback on this mission is I'm not thrilled with it. I love the idea of it, but implementation-wise, I'm not having a great time playing this one. So, in the interest of my own sanity, I'm going to call it here. I think I'm just going to move on to the next one. We'll see how that one goes. Maybe I'll be better at that one. So I'll see y'all in the next episode, I suppose. Hopefully this was a watchable episode and wasn't terrible. I kind of went off the rails a little bit when I started just randomly doing market commentary during the load times. Hopefully that was funny. I don't know. Oh, goodness. Anyways, next up we'll be trying the next scrim mission, and we'll see if that one goes better, because this one was sort of a disaster again, even playing it for the second time. Next up will be Scrin 2. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I will see you then.